In this video, I'm going to go over your grading rubric for your Week 5 final draft for your illustrative essay. So this way, by understanding the expectations of the grading rubric, then you'll understand what to expect and how to do your final draft. So 20 points. So 20 points is for content of and purpose for writing, includes considerations of audience, purpose, and the circumstances surrounding the writing task. Context. This means that week 3, remember we talked about that if you are writing to your friends and family, you can use first and second person case. And if you're writing to your teacher, you use third person case for a more professional tone. So here they're checking to see that you used third person case and that you avoid using first and second person case. So try not to use I, my, we, us, our, and try not to use you and your. And use only he, she, and they. So that's worth 20 points. So you have to have a professional tone. Content. So here, content development. This means that you have a, this means that you explore your ideas within the context of the discipline and shape the whole work. That means that you have a thesis statement as the last sentence of your first paragraph. You have a hook, 5 background sentences. Your 5 background sentences should state the problem. Then your thesis statement should state the 3 solutions. And then your body paragraphs should have the 3 solutions. And then you have your conclusion where you repeat your thesis statement as the first sentence of the last paragraph. And you have to make sure that each topic sentence matches your thesis statement. So if you have really good essay structure, that's worth 40 points. And genre and disciplinary conventions, formal and informal rules inherent in the expectations for writing in particular forums and or academic fields. So formal and informal rules. That goes back to the same thing as the first one here. See, remember this one, which says includes consideration of audience purposes and that sort of thing. It's the same thing as that one. In other words, you need to avoid using first and second person case. You avoid using first person case, I, my, that sort of thing, and you and your, and you stick to third person case, professional, even if this means writing about yourself in the third person. So most research papers, the reason why there's such an emphasis on third person case is that most research papers you cannot justify your thesis by using your life experiences. Instead, you're supposed to do research and write about case studies of other people, and you're just supposed to report the facts of your topic. And so that's why in a research paper you stick to third person case, because you're usually talking about other people and other people's experiences based on your research. So 20 points that you can maintain a formal tone and use third person case only. So it's incorrect to say I went shopping, we went shopping, you went shopping. You have to say Americans, correct, Americans go shopping. Correct. A person goes shopping. Correct. Rachel or Dominic goes shopping. So you basically want to write about somebody else. So that's worth 20 points. So knowing how to use proper tone is worth 40 points. Having good essay structure is worth 40 points. And the last 20 points is your use of APA and good grammar. So you have to make sure that you double space your paper, you indent the first line of every paragraph, you use Times New Roman 12, size 12 font, and if you have APA, if you need to, you have to have APA in-text citations if you cite any percentages, statistics, or any kind of numerical evidence, or if you cite uncommon knowledge, if you cite historical, medical knowledge or facts, you have to use an APA in-text citation, and then you have to write the reference citation at the end. So that's 20 points for syntax, mechanics, and APA formatting, as well as having a proper title page. So I hope that by understanding the final draft rubric, which is quite different than the other rubrics that I've graded so far, and so now you understand the importance of first, second, and third person case, which is worth 40 points, essay structure, 40 points, and then 20 points for grammar. So if you can get all of these categories incorrectly, then you have a good shot at getting an A for your illustrative essay. So I hope you found this video useful for doing your final draft in week 5. So if you have any questions, feel free to email me.